Vinicius Junior must use strong start as springboard at Real Madrid. It takes a lot for arguably the biggest club in world football to take an interest in a teenager and fork out somewhere near £40 million to move them halfway across the world. That's what Real Madrid did for Vinicius Junior. At just 17, the Brazilian had secured a blockbuster pre-contract with Los Blancos. He was the heir to the departing Cristiano Ronaldo. The script was written in the stars, everything was perfect. But 3 years later his destiny has turned out very differently to what we'd all imagined. After an understandably mediocre maiden season, the winger scored just 3 goals and made 2 assists in 29 La Liga appearances for Real during the 2019-20 campaign. Okay, he was still a teenager and needed more time to adjust perhaps. However, last season patience firmly ran out with the forward as Real boasted an incredibly measly attack propped up solely by the phenomenal Karim Benzema. In fact, frustrations grew so high with Vinicius that Real's talisman himself was infamously caught on camera telling Ferland Mendy at halftime of a Champions League clash, "Don't pass to him, on my mother's life he is playing against us." Ouch. Ouch, indeed. Another haul of 3 goals and this time 5 assists in 35 La Liga outings was simply not good enough. 3 years into his Los Blancos career, and he was still putting in subpar performances as Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid played out a subpar campaign. However, things seem to be brightening up for Vinicius with the arrival of Carlo Ancelotti in the dugout. The Italian's return has visibly livened up the squad. There's an added intensity, assurance and quality in the final third that has now seen them score 7 times in their opening 2 matches. The source of 3 of those goals? Vinicius Junior. In just 55 minutes of league action, he's made 2 substitute appearances. The Brazilian has scored 3 times. Where there was tentativeness and hesitation previously, there is now supreme confidence. Where there was a lack of end product in the final third, there is now a guarantee of clinical quality. And where there was a talented boy worrying, but eventually not troubling defenses, there is a man terrorizing and striking fear into opposition back lines. He got his tally up and running in Real's season opener, away at Alaves. Already leading 3-1, the 21-year-old was introduced for a 24-minute cameo before heading in a David Alaba cross in Benzema-like fashion laid on to seal a resounding victory. But it was in Los Blancos' last outing at Levante that the Brazilian truly showed what he's about. He completely changed Real's attacking game and rescued his side from an otherwise embarrassing defeat. Twice equalizing as Real trailed to snatch a 3-3 draw from the jaws of defeat, his first was the epitome of composure, while his second was an example of instinctive brilliance. 2 different goals, but both absolutely sensational in their own ways. For the second appearance in a row, the tricky Brazilian had demonstrated a fearlessness, yet maturity in his performance that had allowed him to simply express his undoubted gift for football. Running directly at quivering defenders before bypassing their challenge with ease, never looking in doubt when shaping up to finish in the box, playing with a smile on his face, he has been stunning to watch in the early stages of this season. Obviously there is the caveat that we are just a couple of games into the season, but it's a very promising start. With the min City visibly finds himself in at the moment, there are few forwards in La Liga who can match Vinicius's quality, and, after 3 seasons of mediocrity, he is finally proving why he was brought to the club in such Hollywood fashion. It's been anything but easy for Vinicius over the course of the last